What's up, YouTube? Who That Comics Who is coming at you with the CBCS Disappointment and the CGC Surprise. So this book was actually supposed to be shipped out, I think, yesterday, but it got shipped out. Well, I say yesterday, but it was shipped out like it's supposed to be shipped out. Well, whatever I want to say, it was shipped out early. When it got finished, when it got completed, the good thing is about CGC. I'm not sure about CBCS as much, but I know CGC is and I got to use these scissors because my knife that I got back in the day from Potter Tumblers is freaking falling apart. So I'm going to have to give me a new knife because scissors don't work as well as the knives. But what I was going to say is if they get done and says shipped, a lot of times they'll say the date will say the next day, but if it's like before, I know if it's before that pops up before a certain time frame. I know if I've seen it, if it at least pops up before like I want to say 2 o'clock or something, like 2 p.m. Your time. Well, my time was Central Time, so it'd be like 3 o'clock their time. That's the latest I've seen it pop up, and it got shipped on that same day. So instead of waiting that extra day, which is great. So I think I have everything ready for that one. So that's always a good thing. So if you ever have some books pop up like saying shipped and it says like the next day, but it's like in the morning when you see that pop up, most likely it'll be shipped that day. So CBCS books, I had 2 books I sent over when I was in Dallas. Sorry for the noise. Sent off 2 books to get verified signatures because one had a Chris Claremont signature that was pressed and cleaned by your boy Dustin from Two Brothers Comics. So let's actually pull up greater. We can pull up greater notes from Dustin, so I can read them to you. But yeah, that one was actually pressed and clean by Dustin. The other one was like pressed and clean by E-Ride, a few years ago. I won't say a few years, a few years ago. And that one was originally an 8.5 CGC with something written on it. He was supposed to send it off to CBCS, but made a mistake and sent it all off to CGC. So we'll show those off. Everything got verified. That's the only reason I knew. That's the only reason I could tell you disappointment and surprise, because I checked because I wanted to make sure everything got verified. Which everything did. But then I saw the disappointment. Man. And then I saw the other disappointment, which was the Avengers Annual signed by Chris Claremont. Because Dustin is really good because he's very meticulous about his grading, and he got a magnifying. I mean, it's just so much he does, and he takes He's very time with your books, cleaning them, like stuff like that. So he's very, very, very methodical, very meticulous, and he doesn't just give you grades willy nilly. When I know when he gives you your notes. So trying to get so much tape and bubble wrap and stuff, man. All right, so I finally got it out. So let's go to the first disappointment. This one was an 8.5 CBCS. It got verified. So it says verified signature, John Byrne. It had a whole bunch of grader notes. I'm assuming that they were very rough taking the book out of the slab. This looks way better than the grade they gave it. First appearance of Captain Britain in U.S. Comics. I was hoping it stayed the same grade to keep it, but I don't know what I'm going to do. So it's a 7.5. Off-white to white pages. But it is a signed book by John Byrne. If anybody knows, he really doesn't sign anything. I don't think you know. So if I show you this book up close, you look at this book, you'll be like, wait, how's that a 7.5? Like, and I show you some other books that are they got 7.5 grades or 7.0 grades, and you're like, all right, that's a 7.0 and this is 7.5. I hate the sit though, because this one actually has like has no spine test. The spine tick on the back actually has some issues on the back that weren't there because it was pressed before by Erod. So this is actually probably a prime candidate to get. It looked like it's a tear. That tear wasn't there. A tear? It looked like they got a tear back here. So we're gonna mark this up as CBCS damage. My book. Sometimes you crack the books yourself and submit it. I gave them a book to crack, and obviously they were very rough with it because they got a spine. They got some, got some stuff that weren't there, pressable stuff that weren't there before, and then it's like a little tear up here. Let's see if I can show it to you guys. So very disappointed. You can see that dent right there. Yeah, that wasn't there. You got like another one right here, and then there's a tear that you kind of can see where it's at. So very disappointed, CBCS. Very disappointed. I'm probably gonna get rid of it. I've had this book for a long time. I was keeping it because I was like, I'm never gonna get anything signed by John Byrne. Now I'm just CBCS got me kicked off. This book here is the book that Dustin graded a 9.0, or was it a 9.2? He graded 9.0 to 9.2. 9.0 to 9.2. If you know Dustin, he me getting books back from Dustin Precedent and his grading, I've always gotten a little bump higher. So like I said, he pressed this book. It looked good. It does look like at least the 9.0 range. So I'll give him the lower tier. It does look like it was the 9.0 range. I purchased this book and the person had graded a 9.4. Because I kept it in the bag that he had it, and he had a grade written on the back. Everybody was off. Came back in 8.5, off white to white, but it's signed by verified signature by Chris Claremont on the first page, and it was signed by Joe Rubenstein, who's one of the 3 inkers who inked this book. Joe Rubenstein. So 8.5, double sign. That one will be going bye-bye as well. Was hoping for at least a 9.0, maybe even a 9.2 that Dustin thought. I see no reason otherwise it should get in that, but if they thought that was a 7.5, which is at least an 8.5 to a 9.0, and but in a book that just has maybe 5 spine ticks that I can see. 5 spine ticks, and that's the only issue with this book. So 5 to 6 spine ticks, I guess, give you an 8.5 now. To me, this is a 9.0 at minimum. Everything else is pretty good with this book. But this one will be going bye-bye. So somebody will get this book on an auction. I always give people on the YouTube a shot first, and then it goes to IG and eBay and Shortbox. Another note on eBay, I did apply to be a live seller. He is live seller for eBay Live. So we'll see what happens with that. As a few of you might know, I was one of the first 100 to get approved to sell on Whatnot. Did very well at the beginning. Then it got oversaturated, and I stepped away from that. Went back to IG and YouTube mainly, and I've been killing it on IG when I do stuff with Elite Comics 11, or every now and then when I do stuff on my own. So this is the book from this is the CGC now. Let's go to the CGC Surprise. Not just surprised that it got here earlier than expected, but some other surprises. So let's see if we can pull up I don't know why I'm going to look for the grader notes for this one from Dustin. Oh, it's right here. It's on the same page. Thanks, Dustin. Like he puts everything together. I like that. Like that a lot. So this book here is going to next book I'm going to show. It's on it's is it gold? No, it's no, I don't think it's a gold age, but it's an old book. Let's say it's an old book. It's an old book. This book is from 1958. From 1958. This is Superman 123. You're like, who that, man? You've been getting these DCs, but been female keys. Female keys, DC, Marvel as well. That's what I've been doing. This is a Supergirl tryout issue. So the thing with this book is I bought this book, because this came out well before the Action Comics first appearance of Supergirl. So this is the Girl of Steel. This is a tryout issue. They're trying to see if people would like it, which people did. So they ended up doing the first appearance of Supergirl. So this was to try Superman Return from Krypton. Yeah, man. Dustin graded this book a 2.5 to a 3.0. He thought it would be a 2.5 to a 3.0 on this book. It had some pen stuff. Cover this stuff up so you don't see it. Had some pen stuff on the back. I think somebody was going to fill this out. Luckily, they didn't cut it out. Mr. Randy. He also filled it a little bit out on the front. Not front, but inside the book. That was taken notes by CGC. This was actually purchased. This was purchased to be. This purchase, I think, as a 4.0. So I was kind of like upset when Dustin gave me the news about the book. It had some rust on the staple. He said heavy rust. I looked at the notes for CGC. They said this. It was like minor or something. So I don't know what's heavy was minor, but you don't see it. It's not bleeding through. It's not bleeding through the front or back. I think it's just on the staple. But great book. Hard book to get above the grade that Dustin said. A hard book to get in that 4.0 range. As you guys know, I had the first appearance of Supergirl, Kara Zor-El, in a 5.0. So to get this in a matching grade, baby, was amazing. So very happy to get this in a matching grade and page quality with the off-white to white pages. Off-white to white pages is like getting a white pager in Marvel in this era, because a lot of these books always have cream pages. They have the covers, some Marvel, chipping usually with DC, but the page is always cream. So Dustin knocked it out of the park. Came back, 2 grades higher than the grade he thought, because he said 2.5 to 3.0, and this one came back a 5.0. Didn't tell him about this one, so this will be a good surprise for him when he watches the video. So definitely thank you, Dustin. The comic book chiropractor. Let's show his logo above. Let's get that above here so you guys can see who I'm talking about. But I don't know if he's taking any other submissions at the moment. He's, because he went to Heroes Con and stuff like that. I'm very happy with this, Dustin. So check him out. Maybe he takes some books, but don't send him too much books. I gotta send him a next batch of books that I'm working on, and I think that the next batch is like majority or more economy. But I think I'm gonna mix it up, do like maybe 10 economy, 10 modern, if I get some good things. So that's what I got, man. I appreciate you guys checking this video out. Please give it a thumbs up, man. I'll be doing a giveaway at the end of next month. Will it be some books like this? This is like $150 book, even in raw, signed by Mr. Mark Silvestri. I will be giving away some other books. You have to stay tuned, but it'll be a giveaway. I think I'm going to add that book. I'm not sure yet. I don't know if I'm about slabs. I'm waiting on slabs to come back from CGC signed. So stay tuned for that. But thank you to Mr. Comic Book Chiropractor. Please check him out. Please leave the video with a thumbs up. Happy birthday to my daughter as well. She turned a big 8. It's been such a nice thing seeing her grow up, but it's been sad as well seeing her grow up, because eventually she's going to get to the age where she doesn't want to be around much. And so I'm enjoying every moment of it, because I know that time's right around the corner. But yeah, man, thank you everybody for watching. See you guys on the next video, and check out the hunt. Check out Sans' Cookie Show. Check out me and Boston Chris on Wednesdays. We do graphic content every other Wednesday. We were supposed to do it this week, but I was the week June 28th, but was on vacation. So we'll probably pick it up next week. So just stay tuned, and that's all I got, man. In the hunt, forget about the hunt, man. I can't forget.